President Trump says trade letters are going out to a dozen countries. CNN's Sabine Marsalis joins us now from the NASDAQ market site in New York City. Good morning to you. Sounds like the president is hinting at some big tariff changes.
Good morning, Chesley. Yes, lots of tariff news this morning. The Trump administration says it will be sending letters today informing some countries of the new tariff rates that will take effect August 1st. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says several big trade agreements will be announced soon. He added that those letters from President Trump will tell some countries to move trade talks along, or tariff rates will go back to those early April levels. The April tariff rates were steep, but they were suspended to allow for U.S. trade partners to have more time to negotiate deals. Also on the trade front, President Trump is threatening additional 10% tariffs on countries aligned with the, quote, anti-American policies of BRICS. Chesley, BRICS is a group of major emerging economies that includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And that bloc of nations is meeting this week in Brazil.
Gotcha. All right. Oil prices took a hit after a surprising move from OPEC.
Oil prices were down in early trading today. This after OPEC surprised the markets with a bigger increase in production for August. The group, along with other big oil producers, agreed to hike production by 548,000 barrels a day next month. Now, OPEC had increased production by 411,000 barrels a day in each of the last 3 months. The higher production has led to fears of an oversupply, which pushed prices down slightly this morning. Analysts say the reason there hasn't been a bigger drop in prices is because the oil market remains tight, and that has some believing it could absorb the increase in production. Chesley, there are also oil traders trying to weigh the potential impact of U.S. tariffs on economic growth and oil demand as well.
All right, we'll see. Well, Sabine, sounds like TikTok could be here to stay, but does that mean a new version of the app?
Yes, Chesley, TikTok is building a new version of the app for users in the U.S., according to the website The Information. Now, the move comes ahead of a planned sale of TikTok to a group of investors. Late last week, President Trump said a deal for TikTok is close. He said talks with China on the acquisition could start today or tomorrow. The report in The Information said TikTok users will eventually have to download the new app to be able to continue using the service. The existing app is expected to work until March of next year. The plan is to launch the new U.S. version of TikTok in app stores on September 5th. Chesley, as long as the new app has people singing and dancing, it's going to be just as much fun.
I bet. Can't wait to see it. We haven't seen it. Sabine, I understand that Amazon Prime Day is right around the corner here, but it's going to feel a little bit different.
That's right. So what we're seeing here is Amazon is going to be a little longer, more time to shop for bargains. Amazon's Prime Day gets underway this week, and this year the sales blowout runs 4 days from Tuesday through Friday. This is Amazon's 11th Prime Day event. The online giant promises millions of deals from more than 35 categories, from electronics and kitchen items to apparel and accessories. Last year, shoppers spent a record $14.2 billion during Prime Day. That was up 11% from 2023, according to Adobe Analytics. The sales event is exclusively for Prime members. If you're not a member, you can still take part. Just sign on for a 7-day trial for about $2 before the event kicks off. Normally, Amazon will cost you $15 a month or $139 for a whole year. Chesley, are you going to try to sneak in some online shopping tomorrow?
Oh, I already have items in my cart. I'm waiting to see what the prices are going to be, how they drop off. How about you?
I'm not that effective, but I will take a look tomorrow, too. They're not in my chart yet.
Yeah, I got some kitchen appliances I'm looking at, so I'm hoping that they fall off a little bit before I spend the money.